Assalamualaikum dear students, this is Amir Hussain. As you know that we are discussing the topic caste and politics. In the earlier lectures we discussed role of caste in politics or caste in politics. In this lecture we will focus and we will discuss the topic politics in caste or role of politics in caste. As you know that in the earlier lecture we discussed what caste does to politics. What caste does to politics, or you can say relation this relation relation between caste and politics, or you can also say role of caste in politics. We discussed that in length in the earlier lectures, but this relationship between caste and politics, or role of caste in politics, it is only one side of the coin. As you know that each coin has two sides. Always coin has two sides. So this is one side, two sides. So this is one side of the coin, that is a relationship between caste and politics, or role of caste in politics. The coin has another side, and that side is this politics in caste, or role of politics in caste. It is not only politics, it is not only caste, it is not only politics which gets influence from caste, rather than politics to influences caste system and caste identities, right? So this caste system gets influence from politics. In the earlier lecture we discussed how caste influences politics. Now in this lecture we are going to discuss how politics influences caste in return, caste system and caste identities. So this is our concern, this is our main focus in this topic. So how caste influences, politics influences caste system, and how politics also influences caste identities. Not only it influences them, it also brings them into political arena. ये उनको पॉलिटिकल एरिना में, पॉलिटिक्स में भी लाता है ये पॉलिटिक्स। ये जो कास्ट आइडेंटिटीज है इनको पॉलिटिकल एरिना में पॉलिटिक्स जो है वही लाता है, क्योंकि ये इन पर बहुत ज़्यादा इन्फ्लुएंस करता है। एंड इट हैज़ बीन सेड दैट इट इज़ नॉट only politics that gets caste ridden. ये खाली जो है पॉलिटिक्स नहीं है जो कास्ट रिडन हो जाता है, रादर इट इज कास्ट आल्सो दैट gets politicized. कास्ट जो है ये पता है हमें कि खाली ये जो पॉलिटिक्स है, खाली पॉलिटिक्स कास्ट रिडन नहीं हो जाता है। खाली पॉलिटिक्स में कास्ट सिस्टम देखने को नहीं मिलता है, ये जात पात का मामला, बल्कि ये जो कास्ट है, कास्ट में भी पॉलिटिसाइजेशन जो है, politicization of caste also takes place. कास्ट जात पात भी पॉलिटिक्स में आ जाता है और इसको एक पॉलिटिकल कलर मिल जाता है। it gets political color. So how politics and caste are related to each other, what is their relationship, or what is the role of politics in caste, we are, and how this politics is get us in, how this politics influences caste, we are going to discuss all that, and what are the different forms where the influence of politics on caste becomes visible. We will discuss all these things in this lecture, in this topic. This politicization of caste, politicization of caste takes place in several forms. It takes place in several forms. बहुत सारी शक्लों में ये पॉलिटिसाइजेशन कास्ट की होती है. It takes place in several ways, several forms. What are these forms? What are these ways? We will discuss. First important way is each caste group, it tries to become bigger by incorporating within its neighboring castes or subcastes, and which were earlier excluded from it. This is the first important forum where the influence of politics on caste is visible. That is, each caste group, every caste group, each caste group, it tries to become bigger. How can it become bigger? How can it influence other castes? It one caste group tries to become bigger by incorporating within its neighboring castes or subcastes. What it does in order to become bigger, one caste group tries to incorporate, ये कोशिश करता है बड़ा बनने की, और इस तरह से कैसे बड़ा बन जाता है, ये कोशिश करता है जो भी छोटे छोटे नेबरिंग कास्ट्स या सब कास्ट्स होंगे, छोटे कास्ट्स जिनको हम आउट कास्ट्स कहते थे, which were earlier this looked down by the upper castes, this one caste group, it tries to incorporate them. It tries to incorporate even the neighboring castes, whatever neighboring castes are, सबकास्ट्स आर, इट ट्राइज टू इनकॉर्पोरेट देम, ये इनको एक ही साथ जोड़ने की, अपने साथ जोड़ने की कोशिश करता है ताकि ये बहुत बड़ा कास्ट ग्रुप इमर्ज हो सके. तो यहाँ पे आप देखोगे इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स इज विजिबल. So this is first important the forum where the influence of caste, where the influence of politics on caste becomes visible and clear. Second forum is various caste groups are required to enter into a coalition, with other castes or communities, and thus enter into a sorry this thus enter into a dialogue and negotiation, right? So this is another important forum. What is this forum of politics? Influence of politics on caste is that various caste groups, they even they are needed or they required to enter into a coalition. वो कोशिश करते हैं, उनके लिए ज़रूरी है कि वो एक कोलिशन बनाए विद अदर कास्ट्स, जो भी अदर कास्ट्स और कम्युनिटीज़ होंगे उनके साथ वो कोलेट होते हैं, उनके साथ वो अलायंस बनाते हैं, एंड दस दे एंटर इनटू ए डायलॉग एंड देयरफॉर दे एंटर इनटू ए डायलॉग एंड निगोसिएशन अमंग देमसेल्व्स। खुद से ही वो निगोसिएशंस और डायलॉग करना चाहते हैं और वो डायलॉग में एंटर होते हैं. सो दिस इज़ अनदर इम्पॉर्टेंट फार्म or this is another important thing, another important forum where the influence of this politics on caste is again visible. Third forum is new kinds of caste groups have entered into a political arena. And another important thing, new kinds of caste groups, नए किस्म के कास्ट ग्रुप्स जो है, जात पात के ग्रुप्स जो है वो बन रहे हैं और वो ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं पॉलिटिक्स, वो पॉलिटिकल एरिना में आ रहे हैं. लाइक वी हैव बैकवर्ड and forward caste groups. So these are new caste groups which are making their entries into the political arena, in the politics. So it again shows the influence of politics on caste. So by this we came to know finally that caste plays different kinds of roles in politics. So this is our conclusion, that caste plays different kinds of roles in politics. It is not one role that matters or that is visible in this politics. Rather, this caste plays different kinds of roles, and it has been seen that in some situations expression of caste differences in politics, they give us many disadvantaged communities. They give many disadvantaged communities the space to demand their share of power. So this is very important. By this we came to know that politics, this caste has several roles, several kinds of these identities in politics, and in some situation it has been found that expression of caste differences, when caste differences are expressed in politics, in some situations many disadvantaged groups like these Dalits, like these backward classes, which were disadvantaged communities, disadvantaged groups, they when these caste differences are expressed in politics in some situations at the time, what happened, it created space, and in that space these disadvantaged communities groups, they demanded their share of power. So they got their share of power when this caste differences were expressed in politics. And the best example of this is OBCs and Dalits, which I was talking earlier. So Dalits and OBCs, who were disadvantaged groups because of their because of the expression reflection of the caste differences in politics, these two groups, that is Dalits and OBCs, what they got this access, they got access to decision making, some kind of access they got to decision making. And it is, and their position becomes very, to some extent it improved because of the expression of their caste differences in politics. And it is because of this realization that several political and non-political organizations, several political and non-political organizations have been demanding and they are agitating they are agitating for an end to discrimination against particular castes. That means because of the realization that disadvantaged groups that because of the realization that these disadvantaged groups get more, or they gain better access to decision making because of the this expression of caste differences in politics. Because of this realization, many or several political and non-political organizations, they have been demanding and they are even agitating. One is demand, they are demanding, and with demand they are agitating also, they are protesting. And what their demand is, they wanted to an end to discrimination against particular castes, because there is discrimination still prevalent in various fields at various levels against particular castes, various castes. So they wanted that this discrimination should end, and all these castes who are being discriminated, they should be given equal status, their discrimination should end. And also they are demanding for more dignity, and more access to land, resources, and also opportunities, right? So these various organizations, various political and non-political organizations who are protesting, they are protesting not only to end the discrimination against particular castes such as Dalits, but they also demanded for more dignity. They wanted that they should be given more dignity. These people, they should be dignified, they should be given dignified, they should be respected, and not only respected, they should also be given equal access, more access to land. उनको लैंड भी मिलनी चाहिए, लैंड राइट्स भी मिलने चाहिए, प्रॉपर्टी राइट्स भी मिलने चाहिए, दे शुड ऑलवेज बी हैव मोर एक्सेस टू रिसोर्सेज, उनको रिसोर्सेज भी मिलने चाहिए, एंड विद दैट दे शुड आल्सो बी गिवन मोर अपॉर्चुनिटीज़, उनके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा मौके भी फराहम किए जाने चाहिए बहुत सारे फील्ड्स में, गवर्नमेंट या गवर्नमेंट जॉब्स में, और बाकी सारी जितनी भी इलेक्शंस वगैरह होती हैं वहाँ पे उनको इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलनी चाहिए. सो दिस इज़ देयर डिमांड, बट एट द सेम टाइम इट वाज found at same time it was also found that exclusive attention to a caste can produce this negative these results or negative effects. What does that mean? That means when on one hand the expression of caste in politics has some political aspects, it leads to some political outcomes, good results, but at the same time the more attention or giving more importance to caste in politics can also lead to some negative bad effects. It can have harmful effects also. ये harmful बहुत सारे harmful effects भी इसके हैं अगर हमने ज़्यादा इस पे तवज्जो दी इस कास्ट पे कि कास्ट को बहुत ज़्यादा हमने पॉलिटिक्स की तरफ लाया, पॉलिटिक्स में ज़्यादा एक्सप्रेस किया, इससे जो है प्रॉब्लम. I am talking about this on one hand the expression of politics, this caste in politics can have positive results, positive effects, but on the other hand too much importance given to caste or too much attention to caste in politics can have some bad or harmful effects. What are these harmful effects? The first important is caste based politics or caste based identity caste based politics or caste based identity it is seen is not healthy. It is not healthy for democracy. Rather, it is harmful to democracy. As we have discussed earlier, if you will recall, when we were studying once this communalism, at that time I told you that communalism, communal based politics or communal politics is seen as a great threat, as a danger. It is seen as a threat, as a danger to democracy and also to the unity, integrity of India. Same is the case with this caste. The politics based on caste or caste based politics, it always or identity. This politics based on caste identity, it also is not healthy for democracy. Rather, it is a threat to democracy. इट इज़ ए थ्रेट टू डेमोक्रेसी. ये थ्रेट चैलेंज मानी जाती है डेमोक्रेसी के लिए, एंड इट हैज़ बीन फाउंड दैट इट कैन डाइवर्ट attention. It can divert attention from the important issues like this poverty, like we have development and corruption. Some important issues like corruption, development and poverty, the attention of the politics, the attention of the government can be diverted if there is only this politics based on caste identity. So caste based politics is not good, not only for democracy but also for other issues, because it led to diversion. It leads to this neglect of other important issues such as poverty, development, and corruption. And in some cases, it has been found sometimes this caste division, sometimes this caste division or caste based politics can it can also led to tensions, conflicts, and even violence. So this is its negative impact. The negative impact is that not only it is harmful to democracy, not only it is threat to the survival of democracy, this caste based politics, but it also can divert the attention from proper these pressing issues, from the burning issues such as poverty, this corruption. These are burning issues, and this caste based politics can lead to it can divert the attention from these issues. And same is the case with this caste division, caste based politics. It can also lead to tension. Sometimes in some cases, in some situations, it can lead to tensions also. And it can also sorry, here is lead. So lead it can lead to tensions, it can lead to conflicts, and even violence sometimes. And this caste based violence, it is very harmful, it is very dangerous. So these are it is some of its negative impacts, negative effects, negative results. So this was all about the topic, that is caste and politics. And this was the last and concluding lecture of the fourth chapter, which was entitled as this gender, religion, and caste. Hope you have understood this chapter, whole chapter, well, and thank you.